Welcome back everyone to Coin Collector's World, the place where rare coins reveal their hidden secrets and stories that are more valuable than gold. Today we are going to explore one of the most fascinating and surprising coins of modern American history. The coin we are talking about is the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the year 2001 with the D Mint mark. This coin, though it looks ordinary, hides an extraordinary value that most people never imagined. Let's travel back to the year 2001. The United States Mint was running one of its most famous programs ever, the 50 State Quarters program. Each year 5 new quarters were released to celebrate the heritage, culture, and pride of different states across America. The Denver Mint, marked by the letter D, played a major role in this program and produced millions of coins that reached every corner of the country. But among these millions of pieces, there were a few rare ones that became legends among collectors. The 2001 D Washington quarter features the proud face of George Washington on one side, symbolizing leadership, freedom, and the foundation of the nation. On the reverse side, depending on the state issue, there are different designs that show the beauty of American history. Yet, the value of this coin is not only about its design but the incredible story of how certain pieces turned into treasures worth thousands. In the vast production of the Denver Mint, mistakes occasionally occurred during the minting process. These mistakes, known as minting errors, include things like double strikes, off-center details, die cracks, and even misprinted mint marks. What might seem like a small imperfection to the untrained eye can actually be a sign of great rarity. When a coin with these types of errors survives the minting process and enters circulation, its value increases dramatically. Collectors call these pieces hidden jewels because their worth can rise far above their face value of just 25 cents. Imagine holding a quarter in your hand that carries a double-struck image or a faintly doubled D mint mark. These features make the coin stand out and immediately catch the attention of expert collectors around the world. Another key factor that adds to the value of the 2001 D Washington quarter is its condition. Coins that remain in mint state condition, with their original shine and no signs of wear, are the ones that attract serious collectors. Grading agencies evaluate coins based on their sharpness, luster, and detail. A perfect mint state coin can turn into a valuable collectible that grows in price year after year. Some of these 2001 D quarters have been found with special planchet errors or die polish marks that make them unique. Because of these rare characteristics, a few pieces have been sold in auctions for astonishing prices. Collectors all over the world seek such coins because they represent moments in minting history that will never happen again. Many people have discovered these rare quarters in their loose change, hidden in old drawers, or passed down from parents and grandparents. That's the real beauty of coin collecting. You never know when you might find a treasure hiding in plain sight. A simple coin from 2001, found in your wallet, could end up being worth more than you could imagine. Every coin tells a story, and the 2001 D Washington quarter tells a story of precision, imperfection, and fortune. It represents the excitement of the 50 State Quarters era and the thrill that comes when collectors discover a piece that breaks all expectations. So the next time you pick up a quarter, take a good look at it. Check the mint mark. Study its details carefully. Look for unusual signs like doubled letters or slightly misplaced images. Because one small difference could mean the coin in your hand is not just a piece of change but a rare treasure with an incredible worth. Many people across the world dream of finding a coin like this. The stories keep coming in of lucky collectors who identified a small minting error and turned that discovery into a life-changing reward. It is proof that patience, knowledge, and passion can lead to unexpected fortunes in the world of numismatics. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar 2001 D is a symbol of how even the smallest coin can carry a massive story. It's more than metal. It's history, art, and chance all in one. And here's the most exciting part. A rare Washington quarter dollar 2001 D with specific minting errors, in perfect uncirculated condition, has been valued by collectors at $15,000, yes, $15,000. So keep your eyes open, check your change, and never underestimate the power of a small coin. Because one day, you might just hold a fortune in your hand without even realizing it. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating mysteries in American coin history, a small, silver-colored quarter that hides an incredible surprise. It's the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, minted in the year 1990, carrying the tiny but mighty P mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. Now, before we jump into its story, take a moment to think about this. How many times have you reached into your pocket, pulled out a few coins, and never once imagined that one of them could be worth more than a car, a house, or even a lifetime of savings? Most people use quarters without a second thought, to buy a soda, pay for parking, or drop into a vending machine. But sometimes, destiny hides in plain sight, shining quietly in the palm of your hand. The Washington quarter has been one of America's most iconic coins since it first appeared in 1932, honoring the nation's founding father, George Washington. His proud profile face is left on the obverse side, a powerful symbol of leadership, strength, and vision. The reverse side displays a majestic eagle, wings spread wide, a mark of freedom, courage, and the unbreakable spirit of the United States. Now fast forward to the year 1990. The world was changing, the Cold War was coming to an end, technology was starting to reshape lives, and America was marching toward a new era. Inside the great Philadelphia Mint, machines were roaring, stamping millions upon millions of quarters every single day, each one struck in a matter of seconds, yet each with its own microscopic details, differences that only the sharpest eyes could notice. Among these millions of coins, a few rare pieces were born different. Maybe it was a slight misalignment of the die, a tiny doubling of letters, or a subtle minting flaw that escaped quality control. Perhaps it was the perfection of the metal planchet, the flawless luster, or a perfectly centered strike that made some coins stand out like diamonds among stones. Whatever the reason, these rare 1990p quarters became silent treasures, hidden among the billions, waiting to be discovered. And that's the magic of coin collecting. You never know when you'll find history staring back at you. From something so ordinary, every true numismatist knows that the smallest details can make the biggest difference. Take the mint mark, for example, that small letter beneath the date that tells you where the coin was born. The P stands for Philadelphia, one of the oldest and most respected mints in American history. Coins from this mint are often struck in massive quantities, but sometimes, within that ocean of metal, one rare masterpiece emerges, perfect in every way. Some collectors have spent years searching through rolls of quarters, hunting tirelessly for that one extraordinary piece. They look for clean edges, full details on Washington's hair, sharp feathers on the eagle's wings, and a gleaming surface untouched by time. Even the tiniest mark, scratch, or wear can change the coin's value dramatically. But when a 1990p quarter is found in immaculate condition, uncirculated, untouched, and perfectly preserved, it becomes more than just currency. It becomes art. Imagine this: you open an old drawer, a forgotten piggy bank, or a jar of loose change from your grandparents. Inside, you find a shiny 1990 quarter with a small P beneath the date. You pick it up, turn it in the light, and something feels different. You notice the flawless shine, the sharp edges, the untouched beauty. That moment of realization sends a chill down your spine. Could this be one of the rare ones? Could this little coin, that you almost ignored, be a hidden treasure? Stories like these have actually happened. Across the United States, collectors have stumbled upon rare coins hidden in plain sight, coins that later sold for unbelievable prices at auctions, and the 1990p Washington quarter is no exception. Its combination of rarity, condition, and historical appeal makes it a dream find for any serious collector. Every scratch, every detail, every shimmer of luster tells a part of its journey. From the minting presses of Philadelphia to the hands of the American people, some traveled through decades, used in everyday transactions, forgotten and rediscovered. Others were saved unknowingly, sitting quietly in collections, drawers, or boxes until someone with knowledge recognized their true worth. That's the beauty of numismatics. It's not just about coins, it's about history, patience, and discovery. It's about realizing that something so small can hold so much meaning, and sometimes even a small piece of metal can make a big difference in your life. So, if you ever come across a 1990 Washington quarter with a P mint mark, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Examine every line, every shine, and every detail, because one day, that tiny coin could surprise you, not just with its story, but with its value. And who knows, maybe the very quarter sitting in your hand right now could be worth $50,000. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most interesting and surprising modern coins ever made in the United States of America. A coin that looks ordinary to the untrained eye but hides an incredible secret. Yes, we are talking about the 1995 D Washington quarter dollar. Now, if you have some old quarters lying around, this is the time to start checking them carefully, because you never know which one might turn out to be a real treasure. The 1995 D quarter might look like a regular 25-cent piece, but in certain cases, it can be worth a fortune. Let us start with the history behind it. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. The design was created by John Flanagan, and it has remained one of the most recognizable coins in American history. On the front side, you will find the profile of George Washington, along with the word liberty, the famous phrase "In God We Trust," and the date of mintage. On the back side, the reverse shows a proud bald eagle with spread wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace. The year 1995 was an interesting one for coin collectors. Millions of quarters were minted that year, both in Philadelphia and Denver. The coin that was made at the Denver Mint can be identified by the small letter D next to the ponytail of George Washington. Most of these quarters went into circulation and were used for daily transactions like buying groceries, snacks, or paying parking meters. But what most people did not know was that among those millions, a few coins came out with extraordinary quality, perfect surfaces, and rare errors that would one day make them extremely valuable. Now, you may wonder what makes one of these coins worth so much. The answer lies in three main things. The first is the condition of the coin, the second is the minting quality, and the third is any unusual error or variation that may have occurred during production. Condition is the most important factor. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC. A coin that has never been circulated, showing no signs of wear, with sharp details and bright original luster, can receive a grade above 65 or even 70. That is what collectors call a mint state or proof-like coin. Now, when a 1995 D Washington quarter dollar is found in such flawless condition, its value skyrockets. Some examples have been kept untouched since the day they left the mint, stored carefully in rolls or mint sets. These coins are like frozen moments of history, preserved in perfection. There are also some fascinating error varieties known among 1995 D quarters. Some may have slight doubling on the inscriptions or design, others may have misaligned strikes, or small defects that make them unique. These errors are not flaws for collectors, they are treasures, because each one tells the story of a moment when the minting machine did something unexpected. If you happen to find a 1995 D quarter, here is what you should do. First, examine the mint mark carefully. Make sure it has the D next to the ponytail. Then, look closely at the surface. Does it shine like a mirror? Are the details sharp and crisp? Are there any unusual marks, doubling, or edges that look different? If yes, you might have something special. The best way to know is to get your coin professionally graded and authenticated. Collectors around the world are always searching for high-grade examples of modern coins because they are hard to find. Most coins go through rough handling, scratches, and circulation damage. But the ones that remain perfect become rare survivors of time. That is why grading companies play such an important role. When a coin receives an exceptional grade, its market value can jump dramatically. Over the years, several 1995 D quarters in mint state condition have been sold at auctions, drawing the attention of collectors and investors alike. The sharp strike, clear details, and clean surfaces make them stand out among modern quarters. One of the most exciting things about this hobby is that anyone, anywhere, can find a valuable coin by pure chance. You do not have to be a millionaire to start collecting. Sometimes the rarest pieces come from the most unexpected places, like an old piggy bank or a forgotten jar of change. So the next time you come across a 1995 D Washington quarter, do not just spend it. Hold it, look at it, and study it carefully. It could be more than just a piece of change. It could be a small piece of American history that has been waiting for decades to reveal its hidden worth. And now comes the most exciting part of this story. You might not believe it, but a pristine, perfectly graded 1995 D Washington quarter dollar has reached a value as high as $45,000. Yes, that little silver-colored coin, worth only 25 cents when it was made, has been sold for $45,000. That is the true beauty of coin collecting. It reminds us that history, art, and value can come together in the most unexpected form. A coin is not just metal, it is a symbol of time, craftsmanship, and legacy. So keep looking through your coins, keep learning, and never underestimate what you might find. Every collector started with just one coin and one moment of curiosity. Who knows? The next big discovery could be yours. Thank you for joining me today on Coin Collector's World. Do not forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends who love rare coins and hidden treasures. Until next time, keep your eyes open, because you never know when a simple coin in your pocket might turn into something extraordinary.